I think we're here. Good morning, fellow Bitcoiners. It is January 2nd, my second episode, and I'm still learning about this. I wanted to continue what I thought I had yesterday about as we go forward today, making a good morning of it and a good day. I'd started talking about Marcus Aurelius yesterday and the fact that he wrote Meditations without any expectation of publishing or for an audience. He just wrote it for himself as his personal journal and his own thoughts and philosophy, reminders to himself about morality, mortality, leadership, and all that. And my point that I wanted to make about that connected with why do you do what you do? Why do I do what I do? What gets me up in the morning? And as I've gotten older, here's something I've found about myself, is that more and more I get into a career and I'm focused and energized on that, and maintaining a work-life balance can get hard. Sometimes you're spending a lot of hard time really focused on a job and you're working hard at a job. And then, yes, you have a growing family and you're working hard for that and you're being responsible and you're enjoying that. And carving out time for yourself as an adult. What do you like to do, or why are you doing what you do? For you can get harder. I found it harder for myself sometimes, incorporating it all together. As I've gotten older, there have been times where it's like my job is less and less in a way of my identity, or the identity that I thought I wanted, perhaps. My family grows and gets older, and do I still have space for me, or for just me and my wife? Sorting out why I'm doing what I'm doing. I think the thought around Marcus Aurelius having written this amazing classic work, Meditations, I just thought, of course, people write books because they're going to show it to other people, have an audience, sell it, whatever. There tends to be a purpose when you write a book, is that you're thinking, I'm going to have people read this. And then I like the thoughts, but I also want people to read it. Aurelius wrote that apparently with none of that intention, and it was only discovered much later, after he was dead, that he'd even written it at all. Approaching your own life with some of that mindset is, I think, healthy for me. Something I'm trying to maintain my own meditation about is that, are there things in your life that you do that you would do even if nobody knew about it, that you would do if nobody was watching? If it, say, it didn't make any money, was good for you, but wasn't necessarily going to change the world. Maybe it's just the right thing to do. Are there things in your life that you have that do that? I do, but I have to remember why I'm doing them. Yes, they fit things about, maybe it's my job, my family, myself, for fun. Also, why am I doing it if nobody were to ever notice or care, or if it never made money? Why am I doing it? I think it's not always an easy question to answer, and it's not always obvious that things are that, or that you try for that and it doesn't necessarily become that, and that you change directions, you change your thoughts, you step back and think about it. It's a journey, and it's something that I've just decided to attempt to stay on, not all the time, but where I can and when I can, and make those ideas part of what I do. So that's the main thought I wanted to have about it. Now, how does this connect to Bitcoin? Yes, I have Bitcoin. Bitcoin, it's a mindset about what is money, what's the best philosophy and humanitarian technology that can change the world, not because it's going to make people money, or that it's going to have it's going to be the most popular, it's going to be the apex predator. Yes, sure. But the very fact that it is wholesomely good and can change the world stands on its own. It doesn't have to necessarily prove anything or be a certain price, or change specific things in the world. As it simply runs every day, doing its job, it is fulfilling its purpose and changing the world. That's the connection I have with Marcus Aurelius and meditation. Me personally, the work I do, why do anything. Bitcoin doesn't care about a lot of things or anything in the world. It will simply run. Bitcoin will simply run, despite external, like coulda, shoulda, hope this, hope that, imagine this, oh, we need this. Bitcoin don't care. Bitcoin will simply run. Marcus Aurelius simply wrote meditations for himself, simply to do it. No need or purpose or pass or fail test. It simply is. And that's the Zen of Bitcoin. And that's partially why I'm discussing these ideas here today. Tomorrow I have some ideas on other philosophers, Aristotle being one of them. And we'll talk more tomorrow. And I appreciate you joining me today. Let's make it a fun, a good day. I'm going to try. Thank you.